자, 그러면 첫 번째 뉴스 포커스 살펴보겠습니다. 베네수엘라 정부가 4개월간 폐쇄했던 콜롬비아 국경을 다시 열자 수천 명에 달하는 베네수엘라인이 음식과 약 등 생활 필수품을 구하기 위해 국경 다리로 몰려들었습니다. Let's listen to the story.
Venezuela recently reopened its border with Colombia after having closed it 4 months ago to ward off what it called a foreign invasion. Thousands of people poured into Colombia to buy food and medicine. The border closure had been particularly problematic for border towns that rely on Colombian cities for essential products and services. As a result, many people crossed illegally, often having to pay criminals who levied tolls. Venezuela has been mired in economic and political crises with severe supply shortages and hyperinflation.
네, 그동안 니콜라스 마두로 대통령이 지난 2월부터였죠. 국제 구호물자의 반입을 금지하면서 근처 국가들과의 국경을 봉쇄했습니다. 그중에서 콜롬비아도 포함이 돼 있고요. 브라질, 퀴라소, 보네르, 아루바 등이 있는데요. 이렇게 다시 국경이 열리자 많은 인파가 콜롬비아로 가게 됐다. 이런 내용이 들어 있습니다. Venezuela recently reopened its border with Colombia after having closed it 4 months ago to ward off what it called a foreign invasion.
And we'll look at that phrase to ward off. And ward here is W-A-R-D. So to ward off something means to prevent it from happening, to prevent it from affecting you, or to even to prevent it from harming you. Because we want to keep it away from us, we can infer that it's usually something that is not good. So we want to ward off things that are bad for us. A simple example, sometimes we want to ward off bad luck.
Right.
So we might carry some kind of good luck charm.
그렇죠. 뭔가를 막다라는 뜻의 ward off인데요. 실제로 마두로 대통령은요. 이제 후안 과이도 국회의장을 지지하는 미국 정부가 이 근처에 있는 국가들을 통해서 구호 물품을 보낸다라고 주장을 하면서 이것은 베네수엘라의 그 주권 침해다. 이런 이유로 구호 물자를 그동안 거부해 왔습니다. Thousands of people poured into Colombia to buy food and medicine.
Yeah, let's look at that phrase pour into or poured into. Let's look at it on a couple of levels. Let's look at it on a fairly literal level and then a little bit more of an expression level. So on a literal level, we can just think of, pouring coffee into a cup and you're literally moving one thing to another, but there's a sort of nuance there of a lot. Even if it's a small cup, you're still filling it perhaps. So pouring into, in a literal sense, means moving a lot of one thing or moving some amount of one thing into another. But we can also use that expression to pour into to suggest a lot of something, a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of energy, not necessarily people. We could say that Sheila poured a lot of time into preparing her report.
그래서 pour into가 원래는 물을 붓다라는 뜻이 있지만 여기서는 몰려들었다. 쏟아지듯이 들어갔다라는 뜻으로 볼 수 있겠습니다. The border closure had been particularly problematic for border towns that rely on Colombian cities for essential products and services, and as a result, many people crossed illegally, often having to pay criminals who levied tolls.
So let's look at that word levy. The root word is levy, and that's in this case L-E-V-Y, and it's both a verb and a noun, and it's essentially a type of fee that has to be paid as a tax or as a fee. It's also, as I said, both a verb and a noun. So you can levy a levy. Although we don't often use it that way.
그렇습니다. levy라는 것이 이제 동사로 여기서는 쓰인 거죠. 그래서 뭔가 부과하다, 징수하다라는 의미로 볼 수 있겠습니다. 조금 전에 우리가 보이는 라디오 영상이 나왔었거든요. 근데 거기서 이제 그 수많은 인파가 국경을 넘는 모습도 봤었지만 안젤리나 졸리의 모습이 잠깐 나왔었어요. And she is a humanitarian spokesman for UNESCO, I think.
UNHCR, maybe some element of the UN.
For
which
the UN,
UNESCO
exactly.
is part of
And she
course.
visited the Colombian border to see, the situation there. 네, and Venezuela has been mired in economic and political crises with severe supply shortages and hyperinflation.
So let's look at that phrase, to be mired in something. So when you're mired in something, you're stuck in it and you're sort of caught up in it, you're entangled in it or you're entangled by it and you can't get out of it. So anytime you're in some undesirable situation, you can use this expression, to be mired in a situation.
네, 궁지에 빠졌다라는 뜻의 mired in이 여기서 쓰였습니다. Let's listen to the story one more time.
Venezuela recently reopened its border with Colombia after having closed it 4 months ago to ward off what it called a foreign invasion. Thousands of people poured into Colombia to buy food and medicine. The border closure had been particularly problematic for border towns that rely on Colombian cities for essential products and services. As a result, many people crossed illegally, often having to pay criminals who levied tolls. Venezuela has been mired in economic and political crises with severe supply shortages and hyperinflation.
네, 두 번째 뉴스 포커스입니다. 스페인 바르셀로나의 명물 사그라다 파밀리아 성당이 공사가 시작된 지 137년 만에 공식 건축 허가를 받게 됐습니다. 가우디가 1885년 당시 관할 기관에 건축 허가를 신청했지만 답을 얻지 못해서 일단 공사부터 시작해 지금에 이르렀다는데요. Let's listen to the story.
The famed Sagrada Familia Basilica in Barcelona, Spain, has been granted a building permit at long last. Despite being under construction for nearly 140 years and receiving some 4 million visitors annually, the building had lacked the proper documentation. That issue has now been rectified, with Barcelona City Hall issuing a permit valid until 2026, which officials say is sufficient time to wrap up construction. Standing more than 172 meters in height, the basilica's central tower is expected to make the building Europe's tallest religious structure.
네, 저희가 얼마 전에 그 여행 코너에서 라라 선생님이랑 같이
Yes, I
사그라다
remember.
파밀리아
Yes, I
얘기를
remember.
좀, 네, 했었어요. 그래서 그 당시에만 해도 그게 한 몇 주 전인데 언제 이 허가가 내려질 것인가 우리끼리 얘기를 좀 했습니다. 드디어 허가를 받았습니다. The famed Sagrada Familia Basilica in Barcelona, Spain, has been granted a building permit at long last.
Yes, indeed. So we'll look at that phrase, at long last, but I think you've sort of already touched on it, did you? So finally, after a long time, when you've been waiting for something to happen, and it finally happens, that's when you can use this expression, at long last.
네, at last. 이것도 드디어라는 뜻이지만 이걸 좀
yes.
과장하기 위해서 굉장히 오래 기다렸다라는 걸 말하려면 가운데다 long을 하나 넣는 겁니다.
Yeah, that's right.
Despite being under construction for nearly 140 years and receiving some 4 million visitors annually, the building had lacked the proper documentation.
So I really like this word lack. It means to have not enough of something. And that's how we often see things written. He did not have enough experience for the job. But I think lacked is a much better word to
Yeah.
use in that case. So that's exactly what it means, having an insufficient or not enough amount of something. Although Jason had the right degree, he lacked sufficient experience for the job.
아하, 뭔가가 부족했다라는 뜻의 lacked가 여기 쓰였네요.
You can also use it sort of in an opposite way when you want to talk about there being lots of something. You can say there is no lack of something. So I could easily say there's no lack of things to see or do in Insadong.
Ah, that's very true. No lack of. 부족함이 없다, 정말 충분하다라는 뜻으로 쓰일 수도 있고요. That issue has now been rectified.
Well, we need to look at that word. The root word here is rectify, and that means to correct something or to make something right that was at one point wrong. So again, I can give an example. Although Jason lacked enough skill to rectify the problem, he could at least prevent it from happening again.
네, 뭔가 바로잡다라는 뜻의 rectify가 여기서 쓰였는데요. 그동안에 미흡했던 서류가 이제는 바로잡혔다라는 것은 이젠 그 서류가 있다. 드디어 공식 건축 허가를 받게 됐다라는 뜻이 되겠습니다. Barcelona City Hall has issued a permit valid until 2026, which officials say is sufficient time to wrap up construction.
Yeah, we'll close it out by looking at that word sufficient. And sufficient simply means enough or adequate. So I can give an example sentence. Although his family lived in an 18-pyong apartment, it was sufficient for their needs.
Sometimes before a live show, we'll have about 5 minutes,
Yeah.
which is normally not a long time, but before a live show, it's sufficient time
It is.
to look at your notes.
If you've ever wanted to really feel the length of a minute, live radio is the way to feel that.
네, 충분한 시간, sufficient time이 여기서 쓰였습니다. 이 건축 허가가요, 2026년까지인데, 그러면은 이거 랩업하기에 충분한 시간이다라고 전문가들은 보고 있다고 합니다. Let's listen to the story one more time.
The famed Sagrada Familia Basilica in Barcelona, Spain, has been granted a building permit at long last. Despite being under construction for nearly 140 years and receiving some 4 million visitors annually, the building had lacked the proper documentation. That issue has now been rectified, with Barcelona City Hall issuing a permit valid until 2026, which officials say is sufficient time to wrap up construction. Standing more than 172 meters in height, the basilica's central tower is expected to make the building Europe's tallest religious structure.
And we'll have to have Lara back to talk about this. She's our Spanish expert.
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's remind our listeners of today's quiz.
Well, our quiz today is very short and sweet. Here it is. We use this device to look at the stars. Is that number 1, a telescope, or number 2, a submarine?
네, 짧은 문자는 50원, 긴 문자는 100원에 샵 1045로 보내주시고요. 반디 게시판이나 카카오톡 플러스 이용도 가능합니다. 추첨을 통해서 총 5분께 고칼슘 살룬 두유 보내드리겠습니다. 노래 듣고 와서 세 번째 뉴스 포커스 살펴볼게요. This is The Outlaws, Riders in the Sky. And now for a bit of sports. 세 번째 뉴스 포커스 살펴볼게요. U20 한국 축구대표팀이 어제 언더20 월드컵 8강전에서 연장 120분 혈투 뒤 승부차기 끝에 세네갈을 꺾었습니다. 외신들도 완전히 미친 경기라면서 높이 평가했는데요. 한국이 이 대회에 4강에 진출한 것은 36년 만입니다. Let's listen to the story.
South Korea's under-20 World Cup football squad recently achieved an improbable semi-final spot after a 3-2 win over Senegal in a match that NBC Sports dubbed as absolutely wild. The team's relentless march toward the final started rather inauspiciously with a 1-0 loss to Portugal in the opening round. The last time that South Korea reached the Final Four was in 1983. South Korea will play at least 2 more matches in this year's tourney, the semifinals, and either the final or the third-place match.
네, 저도 이 축구 하이라이트 장면들을 보면서 또 가슴 벅차더라고요. South Korea's under-20 World Cup football squad recently achieved an improbable semi-final spot.
Yeah, we need to look at that word improbable, and I think it's the best word to describe it. Of course, we're all happy about it, and we're all excited about it, but nobody really thought that it would happen, given the team, and especially the way they started, which we'll talk about in a moment. So if something is improbable, it's not likely to be true or to happen. It is unexpected.
네, 사실이라고 믿기 힘든 이걸 improbable이라고 합니다. 사실이라고 보기 힘든 뭐 이런 뜻이 있는데요. 여기서는 거의 그냥 믿기 힘든 hard to believe 뭐 이런
Yeah.
정도의 의미로 이해를 하면 될 것 같습니다. 그만큼 놀라웠다라는 뜻이고요. MBC 스포츠는 absolutely wild했다라고 하면서 이게 이제 좋은 의미로 wild를 쓴
Yes,
거죠.
of course.
The team's relentless march towards the final started rather inauspiciously.
So let's look at 2 words here. First, we'll look at relentless, and then we'll look at inauspicious. Relentless means something that never stops or never becomes less intense. So its intensity level always stays the same. It never stops. A couple of examples. We could say the relentless heat of the desert. It's just always hot. It doesn't stop. Last night was the final in the French Open, and many of the commentators, as I was watching it, they referred to the winner, Rafael Nadal, as relentless. He just runs after every ball. He never quits. He never gives up. The Terminator. I know you talked about in the movie segment recently.
Yep.
The Terminator is relentless. He never stops chasing you.
끈질기다라는 뜻이 있습니다. So the team's relentless march, 행진이라고 얘기를 했지만 경기를 말하는 거고요. 정말 끈질긴 경기를 보여줬죠. Towards the final started rather inauspiciously.
Well, it did because they lost by a score of 1-0 or 1-0, as they say in football. And something that is inauspicious really shows no signs of having future success. It has nothing positive about it. In fact, it's actually kind of a negative sign. So an inauspicious event is one that gives signs that success is improbable.
처음에 시작할 때는 inauspicious 했다, 불길했다 이런 뜻이에요. 뭐 불길하기까지 했는지 모르겠지만 어쨌든 이제 좋지 않았죠 처음에는.
Sure.
The last time that South Korea reached the final four was in 1983.
Right, so we talked about them getting into the semi-final spot. Of course, then to get there, there's the final four. And that's just another way of saying the semifinals in a tournament. And I think it very closely aligns with the Korean expression.
맞아요. 4강을 the final four라고 표현을 할 수 있습니다. 원래 the semi-finals 이게 4강 경기가 되는
right.
거죠. 네, 알겠습니다. All right, well, we'll be looking forward to that match indeed. Let's listen to this story one more time.
South Korea's under-20 World Cup football squad recently achieved an improbable semi-final spot after a 3-2 win over Senegal in a match that NBC Sports dubbed as absolutely wild. The team's relentless march toward the final started rather inauspiciously with a 1-0 loss to Portugal in the opening round. The last time that South Korea reached the Final Four was in 1983. South Korea will play at least 2 more matches in this year's tourney, the semi-finals and either the final or the third-place match.
All right, well, I think it's time for us to check the answer to the quiz.
I would be happy to do that. If you're trying to look into the sky and see the stars, well, something that will help you do that, of course, is number 1, a telescope.
네, 망원경이 되겠습니다. telescope 1번이 정답이고요. 많은 분들이 정답을 보내주셨는데요. 그중에서 5분 추첨했습니다. 손종혁님, 최정옥님, 그리고 끝번호 2496 쓰시는 분과 7562님, 그리고 류가진님 모두 축하드립니다. 고칼슘 쌀룬 두유 보내드릴게요. 자, 월터 선생님, 오늘의 표현 알려주시죠.
Well, as we often do, and it's just coincidence really, but we're going to go back to News Focus 2, our second story again, and perhaps our listeners can even guess what word we'll look at because I mentioned that I like it so much. We're going to look at the word to lack.
I thought you might choose that.
I'm sure many of our listeners did, and I'm happy to oblige their intuition. If you lack something, it's normally a bad situation because you have an insufficient amount, you have an inadequate amount, you do not have enough of something. However, we can use this expression in a positive sense if we say that there is no lack of something. So if any of our listeners have a visitor coming to Korea from overseas, they can use that expression and say, oh, we have no lack of things to see or do here. What would you like to do first?
Exactly. No lack of something 그러면은 부족함이 없다. 정말 뭐가 많다. 한국에 오시면은 볼거리가 no lack of 볼거리가요. 부족하지 않아요. 정말 넘쳐납니다. 라는 표현을 이렇게 쓰실 수 있겠고요. I believe there's no lack of talent in Korea as well. So many people are talented in their different ways.
They indeed are, and we can see them very often in various different platforms. There's no lack of places to see them as well.
Alright. 그래서 오늘의 표현은 lack가 되겠습니다. 자, 많은 분들이 사연을 보내주셨는데요. 반디와 함께라는 아이디를 쓰시는 분이 사진을 보내주셨어요. 와! 어제 일요일 포천 아트밸리 행복한 나들이 지인들과 커플티 입고요. 행복을 느끼고 왔습니다. 이번 주도 행복하게 시작하니 너무 좋으네요. 아, 너무 좋아요. 저는 이런 사진.
At first glance, I thought they were trying to do the YMCA dance.
아, 그렇게 보일 수도 있겠어요. But you know, I love funny pictures. As much as I love the serious ones and those as well,
Well-
but these make me laugh, and I love that.
I enjoy it because you can really feel the energy. You can feel their enjoyment, and I think it's contagious. It's the so-called happy virus, and that's a great thing on a gloomy Monday.
맞아요. 점점 왜 그런지 모르겠는데 좀 웃긴 사진이 좋더라고요. 감사합니다. 반디와 함께라는 아이디 쓰시는 분께 저희가 커피 쿠폰 보내드리도록 하겠습니다. 더욱더 이 기분 좋은 분위기 이어가시길 바랄게요. 김현순 님이요. 안녕하세요. 여기는 청주입니다. 비가 와서 좀 쌀쌀하네요. 40 중반을 넘어가는 신랑이 최근 자주 아파요. 출근 중에 남편에게 힘내라는 메시지 보내고 싶습니다. 사랑한다고, 힘내라고. There's nothing worse than than seeing a loved one be a little ill, and that's the case here, even if it's not serious.
Yeah, and indeed, I hope it's not serious in this case. And sometimes, if you're not feeling well, that can be sort of made worse by the weather. So hopefully, down in Cheongju, where actually I used to live for a number of years, so I know it
you?
well. Hopefully, the weather's nice down there. But if I remember, they actually get a lot of fog in that area. So, anyways, regardless, hang in there.
Do you think some coffee would help?
It certainly couldn't hurt.
커피 쿠폰 보내드리도록 하겠습니다. 그리고요, 신정인 님이요. 4일 연휴 쉬고 일상으로 복귀했습니다. 시골에 계신 엄마 생신이라서요. 가족들과 함께 다녀왔어요. 양파, 상추도 뽑고요. 오랜만에 시골 정치 가득 느끼고 왔습니다. 74번째 엄마 생신 축하해주세요. 74번째 생신. 새로운 한 주의 시작, 힘차게 시작해요 라고 보내주셨는데요. 일단 생신 축하드립니다. Happy birthday.
Yes, indeed. A very sincere happy birthday. 74th
Yes.
birthday. Very nice.
Indeed. 신정인 님께도 커피 쿠폰 보내드리도록 하겠습니다. 자, thank you so much for that today as always.
Always a pleasure. We'll see you tomorrow.
네, 월터 선생님 보내드리면서요. 2부로 넘어갈게요. Coming up in hour 2 of Morning Special, we have 영작 극장, and we also have our book segment with Paul Matthews. Let's get to that with a song by Tina Turner, Simply the Best.